Welcome back to Veterans Preference. Okay, today we're going to be talking about the Olympics. You've probably seen it on TV happening in Paris. Well, guess what? There are some veterans and there are some military members participating. So we wanted to give them a quick shout out. We wanted to talk a little bit about how the veteran community is participating in the 2024 Paris Olympics. We think it's awesome that our community is represented there. I'm going to go through a quick article that's on VA News. I'm going to leave a link below in case you want to follow along, and we'll go from there. So I'm going to just start reading. I'm going to kick it over to Jason first and then on to Chris so we can get their take on it. But the title of the article here is Army soldiers and veterans compete on Team USA at the 2024 Paris Olympics. 7 Army soldiers and 1 Army Reserve soldier and 2 other veterans representing Team USA are at the 2024 Olympic Games in Paris, which began today. That was a day or two ago. The Army Marksmanship Unit is well represented with both returning medalists and newcomers alike amid aiming for gold. Notably, the AMU, or Army Marksmanship Unit, former member Vincent Hancock, a 5-time Olympian, has a chance to make history. If Hancock secures his 4th gold medal in men's skeet, he will become the first shooter to win the same individual event 4 times and will join the ranks of Carl Lewis and Michael Phelps as one of only 6 athletes to achieve this milestone. Folks, that is not bad company to be in from a historical lens. So we're going to go through here in just a minute the different athletes that are competing this year. But before we do, Jason, I'm going to throw it over to you and get your thoughts on veteran Olympians this year.
You know, I think that this is such a great thing to talk about. I mean, we have so much going on, you know, as far as veteran benefits and legislation and all these other things, that it's really great to see veterans representing the United States, right? And it's almost like a continuation of service. And I look, I'm not going to take away from other Olympians, right? Other U.S. Olympians, they're representing the U.S. and I'm sure that they have that huge sense of pride that many folks just never will feel. They'll never feel the feeling that these folks have. But when I think about veterans, and obviously we're all cut from the same, cloth here. So when I think about a military veteran representing their country overseas in the Olympics, has got to be probably just one of the, they got to be at the peak of just pride and patriotism and all of that. You know what I mean? Just being that ultimate patriot for our country and really literally carrying the flag. It's almost emotional if you really kind of really think about it and put yourself in their shoes. I'm not good enough at anything to ever think about doing any of that. So, but if I were, I'm not always an Olympian, but if I were, I'd be damn good. So anyway, over to you, Chris.
Yeah, no, I think it's pretty awesome. You're used to seeing folks in the track and field. Historically, and I love it. Such great recruiting fodder to put our soldiers, sailors, airmen, and other military representatives out on the fields of friendly strife, as we would say. And it does bring a lot of pride, and I love the fact that so many of them are Army, by the way, HUA. And it's a good mix too. You got some ladies that are representing, doing some things such as trap shooting or rugby. You have I love this one. The First Lieutenant Sam Kendricks, Army Reserve, not to be confused with Ensign Jonathan Kendricks from A Few Good Men lore. But maybe they're cousins or brothers, not sure. They do kind of look alike now that I look at it. But out there pole vaulting. So, this is fantastic. And I always get excited. Usually I'm flipping through the channels looking for USA versus anybody. And I just love when I see one of these soldiers that are out there. The other thing that I actually love really was pretty awesome. I mean, I think this year more than any year, I think partially because there's so much coverage in this of so many different events. Seeing a lot of the A-list celebrities out there, but you know, what's cool is like watching Snoop Dogg sing the national anthem. That was pretty, you know, I mean, he was not singing it on behalf of the entire Olympics, but he's like kicking back, chilling, mouthing the words to the national anthem as some of these folks are out there doing their thing. So super excited, makes you proud, and I just wish we could sponsor more folks to do more of this, because it just like Jason and Randy both said, I mean, it gives you chills. It gives you high levels of patriotism, and excited to and wishing that you had this stuff to have represented the country in that way.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, it's a great list of athletes and even coaches that we have over there from the military and veteran community. Really, really a cool scene. I'm going to just run through, kind of the names here, give them each a shout out for not only representing the armed forces, but their country at the Olympics, which is again, like Jason and Chris both said, really pretty cool. So we've got Marine Corps veteran Keith Sanderson. He's participating in men's rapid fire pistol over there. We've got Army Staff Sergeant Will Hinton, trap shooting. We've got Army Staff Sergeant Rachel Tozer. I think I said that right. Trap shooting. We've got Army Sergeant Sigan Madalena, women's 10-meter air rifle and women's 50-meter small bore. We've got Army Sergeant Ivan Rowe, men's 10-meter air rifle and men's 50-meter three-position shooting. And then the previously mentioned Army veteran Vincent Hancock, skeet shooting, looking to get into really elite company if he medals again this time around. Track and field has got some veterans. We've got Army Reserve First Lieutenant Sam Kendricks doing the pole vaulting, like Chris mentioned. Got an absolute stud, Army Staff Sergeant Leonard Corrier doing marathon, which is just a brutal sport, especially at the Olympic level. So congrats to him for representing our country. And then we've got a wrestler, Army Specialist Kamal Bey doing the Greco-Roman at 77 kilos. We've also got a rugby participant. That's Army Captain Sammy Sullivan. So that's pretty great. Women's rugby sevens. Got several coaches too. A modern pentathlon coach, which is Army Master Sergeant Dennis Bauschier. And Army First Class Spencer Mango, who's a wrestling coach. So that's the whole list there, folks. An impressive group of athletes, coaches, participants, veterans, and military members. If you want to watch this for free, we can talk about this real quick too. There is a way. There's an article out on Military Times that makes it super, super easy. I'm not going to belabor it. I'm not going to go through the whole thing here, but I'm just going to read the first paragraph and leave a link below. Also, and it says military service member or service members, retirees, family members, and honorably discharged veterans and other authorized users to shop online at military exchanges will be able to stream over 5,000 hours of coverage at the 2024 Paris Olympics for free, thanks to a partnership between Army and Air Force Exchange Services and Comcast Universal. Now, the article goes on to say it's service agnostic. You could be in the Navy, you could be in the Marines, not a big deal. You just need to be able to shop at the exchange. They use that for the verification piece, which I think is GovX. There's a link down below if you want to watch the entire Olympics. They've got the whole thing. They've got all the sports. They've got certain viral highlights. They've got certain interviews. So if you're an Olympics junkie or you just want to have something on in the background and you want it for free, it's a benefit that you've earned. And not to mention, you can see this whole host of veterans and active duty service members representing our country at the Olympics participate through that streaming service. There's a step-by-step kind of procedure to get this onto your TV through the app. It's a Shop My Exchange link that's embedded in the URL we'll share. So any final thoughts? I'll start with Jason. Any final thoughts that you have on this whole Olympics /veteran/military nexus?
Yeah, you know what? I think that, and look, there's special people out there. And I think that that the veteran, obviously unbiased, the veteran population is a very special group. We bring something special to the table, and I'm sure that on their respective teams, that they are an influential piece, and they bring a nice component to really solidify their collective teams. Really, that's it. I think I'm excited for them, and I hope that we do super well. Chris?
Yeah, +1 on Jason and Stan's comments there. Godspeed to you. Thank you for representing us so well.
Yeah, it's a great group. Again, check out the links that we've got below. Thanks for watching our episode today. Again, the ask is just to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and share with a friend. You might have a veteran buddy that could benefit from this info. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next episode of Veterans Preference.